On this episode of Watch Culture, we're going to be reviewing Ex Machina, 2016 movie by Alex Garland, and I'm really excited to talk about this one. So hang on tight. All right, we're back for another episode of Watch Culture. I'm Tim, and we're talking about Ex Machina, the 2016 movie from Alexander? Okay, let's say Alex Garland. This movie was a Academy Award winner for Best Visual Effects. It was a frontrunner amongst Star Wars The Force Awakens, The Revenant, The Martian, and Mad Max Fury Road. So this movie is really cool for a few reasons. One of the ones that I know my brother will appreciate because he is a Shakespearean actor. He has a theater company called Thou Art Here, small plug. Anyways, this movie is actually based off of the William Shakespeare play The Tempest. So in that play, if you have or have not seen it before, for those who haven't, like me, the story goes that there's this gentleman named Prospero who is a magician, and he is trying to influence this young gentleman by the name of Ferdinand. In the process, Prospero's daughter, Miranda, and Ferdinand fall in love. And there's a bit of a triangle amongst the three of them, and Ex Machina is similar in that sense. So the story of Ex Machina is about a young programmer named Caleb who wins a contest for his company to go spend the week with the CEO of the company. And the company dabbles in AI and other types of software technologies, and so primarily computers and technology, okay? So Caleb wins this contest, and he gets to go to the mountains far away in a remote location to spend time with the CEO of the company, Nathan. And in this time, he has signed an NDA because he's going to be doing a Turing test. And the Turing test he undergoes is to actually see if the AI is able to pass for human, even though he knows that it's AI. The AI that he's going to be working with is called Ava, and she is played by Alicia Vikander, the really famous Swedish actress. Caleb is played by Domhnall Gleeson, and Domhnall Gleeson is one of my favorite actors at this moment, along with Oscar Isaacs, another fantastic actor. Both those gentlemen actually play in the Star Wars universe. One of them plays General Hux, that would be Domhnall Gleeson, and the other one is Poe Dameron, that's Oscar Isaac. So in this movie, these gentlemen are working together to figure it out if Ava is AI. Now, funnily enough, I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but as we go down the path of the story, you eventually discover that Ava is not all that she seems, and she's actually capable of far more than simply pretending to be human and talk like a human and act like a human. She and Caleb actually start to get a bit of a relationship going, and Caleb falls for her, and he wants to rescue her and get her away from the facility in which she has been created. And again, much like the Tempest, so Ava is the daughter figure and Nathan is the Prospero father figure. There's a lot of elements of voyeurism in this movie, and it's a little bit on the nose, but that's okay because it's a very seductive story. There is a lot of really fun things that happen with the visuals. Like, for instance, every room that the characters go into has elements of RGB, which is a computer display. All computer displays are set up with red, green, and blue colors, unlike print colors, which are cyan, magenta, and yellow. CMY, yellow. Cyan, magenta, yellow. Anyway, I'm losing track. This film takes place, like I said, in the remote mountains, and over the course of a week and a bit, Caleb has to work with Ava to figure out if she is intelligent or not. But as the week ends, he actually tries to get her to escape, and then as the consequence of this, he actually discovers that she's trying to do more than escape. She's also trying to gain freedom, and it's really, really scary how the plot eventually goes, because things don't go according to plan for really any of the characters. But on the positive side, uh, it is an intelligent thriller. It is really beautiful to behold. Um, Domhnall Gleeson is fantastic as the lead. He's actually the son of Brendan Gleeson, who is a really famous actor as well. He's been in things like In Bruges and The Guard. Um, it's such a well orchestrated film that you almost wonder how it's all going to unfold. Even though like I said, I think for the most part, if you watched a lot of films, you'll see kind of the direction it's going. But all the actors are really, really excellent, and the character development of each of them is really fantastic. In fact, I would say Oscar Isaacs is probably my favorite character in the movie, because he plays such a dark, talented, creative individual, and he actually says in interviews that he took influences from Stanley Kubrick and from the chess champion Bobby Fischer. So if that gives you a bit of an indication of what kind of character he plays, he's got a balding character with a big beard, and he wears a lot of cotton knit sweaters, and he works out and gets drunk, and he's very eccentric. And there's even one point in the movie where Caleb's character quotes Oppenheimer, the guy who invented the atomic bomb, and says, you've become death now. You're the destroyer of worlds. And it's very poetic, because in a way, what Nathan is doing is he's creating AI, and if it can integrate into society, that would be a very transformative thing. So that said, I think this movie is fantastic. It is one of my favorite films from 2016, although I do still hold a soft spot for Star Wars, obviously, and The Revenant. But the fact that it received an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects is nothing to ignore. I think that alone should give you a reason to watch the film. On top of that, Alex Garland, the director, is an amazing director, and his follow-up, Annihilation, looks to be very promising. I'm excited to see it. I think it has Natalie Portman in it, but I'm going to confirm that with Google. Hey, Google, who stars in Annihilation, the 2018 movie?
The cast of Annihilation includes Natalie Portman, Gina Rodriguez, and 11 others.
So there you go. So Natalie Portman is the star of that movie, and it's going to be... it's been received very well. I didn't get a chance to watch it in theaters, but I'm going to be picking up soon and watching on Blu-ray. So this has been the review for Ex Machina. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share the video. And even better, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications when we release new videos, because we have tons more reviews at all times. We review movies, we review albums, we review board games, and on top of that, we have discussions about pop culture in addition to the professional interviews that I conduct. So yeah, this has been Ex Machina. Thanks for watching. Oh, it was 2016, not 2014. I don't know why I wrote 2014 on there. So the Academy Award nominees for 2016 were Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, Ex Machina, The Martian, and Star Wars The Force Awakens. So there you have it. There was a big controversy at that time, because there's a lot of really solid movies that should have won, and Ex Machina was the underdog.